And that's it for Economy Lately. Thanks for joining me, Anthony Smith, for this week's show. We'll join you next week with more on what's happening in the economic world.
All right, good job.
I think that was good. I think that went really well.
Anthony, that went so much better than normal.
Thank you.
Have you been like taking lessons or something? Or?
I've really been trying to. I've been really trying to, really hone my talent. I think it's working.
Gotcha. I can tell.
Thank you.
But also, I'm sorry. Did you get your eyebrows done?
I did. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It looks so much better.
You.
Yeah.
I just found a
South, I can't find my pullover.
What?
Yo!
What the?
South, what's going on here?
Why is there two Anthonys?
Who's this?
I'm Anthony Smith.
Why is Kevin here?
Do you have a
I'm not Kevin.
brother?
Kevin Hill.
I'm not Kevin Hill, whoever that is.
So, South, what's going on here?
South, what is happening here?
I don't know which.
Who are you?
Which one is?
I'm Anthony Smith.
South.
You're
You're really starting to push it here.
I don't know what you're talking about. What?
Who are you?
Kaylee Nix!
This is Kaylee?
I'm not Kaylee Nix.
Who are you?
I'm Sydney Edwards.
Oh, you have that show Check Call.
No,
I know you.
that's Mary O'Connell.
Oh.
I've never heard of you before in my life.
We just hosted a show together yesterday, FreightWaves Now.
I've never heard of FreightWaves Now before.
You know, FreightWaves Morning Show.
Oh.
Gets a lot of great reviews.
I've had a couple concussions maybe. None that I can remember, but...
Right, that's right, your football days. I forgot about that.
So, South, what's going on here?
I don't know. I didn't know you had a sibling.
So you have a show?
Economy Lately. On top of my actual show, but this is a new thing we're doing.
What's your actual show?
Running on Ice. Cold Chain. You know.
Your show
That
could be
ice
gone
cream.
tomorrow and no one would notice.
Well, I think my sponsor would notice.
Wait, you have a sponsor?
Just sponsors.
I have a sponsor.
How do you get a sponsor?
You have sponsors?
I have sponsors. I have a couple thousand subscribers.
Wow.
South, how many subscribers do you have?
Like 3 and that dog outside?
I thought you don't
No.
You don't have a sponsor?
No.
So here's the thing. I'm taking over. We're not going to change the show. We're not even going to change the name of the host. I'm just taking on a new persona. Anthony Smith.
South, you in on this?
I still don't know why there's 2 of you.
Is he getting replaced too?
South is very confused at the moment.
Is he getting replaced too?
We haven't told him yet, okay? Just...
South, can we talk? Hello, welcome back to the Economy Lately. I'm Anthony Smith, and here with South.
Yes.
This is episode 10, and we're doing more after this.
Yeah,
right?
we're definitely doing 11. Definitely doing 11.
Okay, one episode at a time.
Yeah.
We got this.
All right.
You and me, South.
All right.
You and me.
Yeah. Focus. All
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
This is episode 10, and we have a ton of economic news to cover. Last week, at the tail end of that episode, I mentioned some honorable mentions, starting it off with industrial production. This declined 0.2%, and this is notable because it's the first decline in industrial production for the entire year of 2022 so far. And this is definitely something that's going to show that we're in a potential, or we are in a slower trend of growth for the manufacturing segment. And this is definitely notable because also that's going to be one of those canary in the coal mines when you're looking at upstream activity. This isn't the only one with downward movement. We also saw slower rate of growth as well for the ISM PMI and contraction in the new orders component for the first time in 2 years, now below 50. And of course, we saw some easing, and we are seeing easing in FOTRI.
You know what? It's fine. I don't care anymore.
Nothing?
I don't care. What are we doing?
South, we're doing the show. Nothing?
How did she get?
She was kind of mean.
She was kind of mean.
It's like her heart was running on ice. The other honorable mention from last week was housing starts. That was down 2% on a month-to-month basis. Now, this isn't the first time that housing starts declined throughout the entire year, and it's not even the first decline on a month-to-month basis. This is the second monthly decline, with the previous month declining in double-digit territory. South, this a lot of decline talk.
Yeah, a lot of declining.
But there's no decline here.
No, not on the show.
There's no decline. We're fine. Everything's fine here.
Yeah.
But this is an area that's going to definitely be and is in a slower trend overall. And also another shame that no one saw this one coming.
No one at all.
No one. Interesting. Anyway, moving on. We have updates that we're going to be looking at, of course, throughout this week as well. We have initial jobless claims, which we're fine, right?
Yes.
We're good.
Uh-huh.
We have our jobs.
We have our jobs, yes.
But other people might be filing for unemployment benefits. And this is an area that has been trending upwards. And of course, South, you know this one. This is an area that I've been suspicious of for some time as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so with other indexes that get released this month that are also going to go along with these updates, we're going to have consumer spending and durable goods spending as well, which is going to really tie into freight specifically. We're also going to get updates around the consumer for disposable income. And this is going to show what kind of stamina potentially these consumers have from a financial stance. And that's pretty much going to do it for the releases for this week.
Oh, okay. That's it?
Yeah. That's it.
All right. What about, I have show notes. I think I wrote GOP? No, that's not right. PBS? No. CBS? No. What about GDP?
GDP.
Oh, okay. You
That's
know
it.
me.
Yeah, GDP, you know me.
You down with GDP?
Yeah, I'm down with GDP.
All
South.
right, you know
This
me.
is why you're here, man.
Yeah.
I can't believe I forgot about that. This is why I almost got canceled.
Positivity, Anthony. Positivity.
That's right.
Positivity.
Going to episode 11 after
We
this.
are
but
going to episode 11.
GDP, and this is going to be a notable one. So GDP stands for Gross Domestic Product. And in the last release for the first quarter of 2022, it declined by 1.6%. Now, you see when you have two back-to-back quarters of decline in GDP is called a recession. It's a technical term that really classifies whether an economy is growing or declining. And so the first 2 months would show if there is a decline in this upcoming release for this week, that we were in a recession throughout the entire first half of the year. Now, you might be asking yourself, all right, Anthony, if we were in a recession throughout the entire first half of 2022, that means we're definitely on the road of recovery, right? And I would say, no, we're not. And if GDP was for any instance positive, South, can you imagine that? If it was positive, you might be thinking to yourself, hey, Anthony, we must be out of the woodworks now. Things are going to be just fine. And I would say, no, we're not. And I've been bearish on the entire second half of 2022 for a while and going into 2023 for some time now. And there are just so many other factors going into the macroeconomy that doesn't put us on the most stable ground. And I'm very concerned about the remainder of 2022 and going into 2023. We're looking at GDP. This is FreightWaves, and so we have to talk about freight. After all, this isn't going to be the main indicator to gauge whether or not the freight market is growing or contracting. Although this time around, we are definitely seeing weakness in both segments here, the macroeconomy and the freight world. If you want to look a little bit closer on how to gauge the freight economy, of course, this is FreightWaves, so get yourself a Sonar subscription and find out what's going on more specifically within your certain segment. Also, we have an indicator within Sonar that is the goods adjusted GDP, because so much of the overall economy is going to be service-based. So this is going to dial in specifically what's happening on the goods market and what moves, of course, via freight.
And if you sign up for Sonar, make sure you tell them that Economy Lately sent you.
That's right. We're drumming a bit. We're going to get sponsored.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have a sponsor after this one.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
New page.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
But that's going to do it for this episode of Economy Lately. And don't worry, it's not all doom and gloom. South has a dog named Alfred. Really cute.
That's true.
I live with two cats that are really cute, Apollo and Loki.
Anthony, are we in a recession?
Probably. Yeah.
Are we going to lose our show?
No. The economy needs us to tell us what they know.
Is Santa Claus real?
Yes.
All right, then. Never mind. All right. Everything sounds good to me.
Everything's fine.
Yeah,
And
everything's fine.
We'll see you on the next episode. South, that lady can't show up again.
Okay, and we'll lock the door, okay? We'll lock the door. Also, how did she have your shirt?
You gave it to her.